Hello, cake salad. Will all of Jess's videos from here until the end of time be iPad 1 takes? Probably yes they will, because unlike Jared, I am still letting vlogging in front of other people in my house bog me down, because I do not even have another room to go to vlog. If I had that, I'd probably be fine, but I don't. I mean, technically I do, but I have to sit uncomfortably anyway. I'm just going to do this on the iPad. So I wanted to respond to Corey's video, because I just watched it. Just now, because I'm the worst cake salad member ever. I win the potato cobbler crown for the past 2 weeks, I think. Anyway, I wanted to talk about A Wrinkle in Time because I loved it when I was... Alright, I accidentally pushed a button. I'm going to have to edit those two together. I accidentally read Wrinkle in Time as a kid? No, I very intentionally read it as a kid because we were assigned that shit in school. I read it in 3rd grade. No, 6th grade? 5th grade. I read it in one of the grades. And like I was the only kid in my class who liked it, and I liked it a lot. And I was like, yeah, this is an awesome book. And for years I was like, this is the best book. And I don't understand why people didn't like it. Well, I recently reread it as an adult. I do not recommend that. I no longer like A Wrinkle in Time. It does not hold up into adulthood, which is really sad. Like, all the stuff, like, reading it as a kid, your kid mind kind of blends stuff together and doesn't really look for the same story elements as you do as an adult. And story-wise, it's just, like, it's really messed up. And the religious overtones that I didn't notice at all as a kid were, like, super overt, and I was like, I don't really like that in my reading. Also, I looked it up on Wikipedia because I was pretty sure you were wrong about Wrinkle in Time being written before Lord of the Rings and Narnia. And you were. Lord of the Rings and Narnia were written in the 50s, and Wrinkle in Time was written in the 60s. Which is not really, that's not a huge point of your video, so it doesn't really matter. But I was just curious, like, that doesn't seem right to me. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer, because I really loved it as a kid. Anyway, as for what book I would like to see Netflix do, there's a book I read as a kid that has held up every time I've reread it. And it was called Winter of Fire. And it was by Cheryl Jordan, I think. It's still called Winter of Fire, and it's still by Cheryl Jordan. And it is about this girl named Elsha, who is a member of, like, the slave race, and she gets chosen to be, like, handmaiden to the Fire Lord, who's kind of like the head president, prime minister, whatever, of their little fantasy group. And the handmaiden is supposed to be a noblewoman, but she gets picked through their little ritual that they do, and everyone's like, oh, she's quelled, so she can't be handmaiden. And it just, like, follows her story and her struggles going through this life. And ultimately, well, I won't spoil it for you, in case you decide to read it, which I highly recommend you do. I actually really want to read it again. I haven't read it in a while. But every time I read it, I'm like, this would be a cool movie. But it's such a not that well-known book that I feel like it never would really actually be made into a movie, which makes me sad, because I think it would be an awesome movie. It's got a lot of opportunity for, like, really cool visuals, and enough happens to Elsha that it could probably be stretched out into a series, especially with good writers. They could definitely, like, take some of the stuff in the book and, like, expand on it. And I think it would be a great mini-series. It could probably be stretched, like, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the book. It's a good book. It's only one book, but it's a good one book with a lot of content. So that's what I would like to see. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Sarah, congratulations on the job. I'm so happy for you. I know how long you've been working for this, and you really totally deserve it. And I'm really excited that they're gonna give you somebody else to do your old job, so you don't have to do it anymore. Alright, dudes. I'm gonna go back inside. I'm gonna slap these two clips together, upload it. Let's see. I wonder... So I guess my question is, are there any books that you read or something that you experienced as a child that you really liked that did not hold up into adulthood? That's my question to any Tasty Components who want to answer. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.